All right, so first of all, fellas, Happy New Year's, man.
Thank you, man. You too.
Great start to the new year. Great film. What was it about this film that you think is just going to resonate with audiences for years to come?
It's funny. You know, everybody's looking for, you know, the buddy comedy's been happening since Laurel and Hardy, you know what I mean? And before that. So the formula is there, but it's about the execution. And we've seen this formula over the years, and it's been executed on the top level in a few movies, you know, the 48 Hours and Bad Boys and Lethal Weapon, you know, to name 3. And I think you can add Ride Along up there, that, you know, we pulled it off in a, you know,
a unique way,
fun, fresh manner.
You know, your character, it seemed like there was so much that went into Ben Barber that we actually didn't even get to see on screen. So you kind of developing that character before you go into the role, before you start filming, do you kind of create this backstory on him? And if so, what is something that we may not know about Ben Barber?
Yeah, I mean, you have to create a backstory for any character that you choose to portray. And you know, for me, I think it's always self-evolving. You know, I put myself in that character's shoes and act as if I would act in that character's shoes. So within Ben Barber, you know, I think he was a guy who was he was passionate about things that he loved. And he only loved 3 things. He loved his woman, because his woman was amazingly beautiful. And not only was she beautiful, but the fact that this woman fell back in love with me is bigger than life itself. I love playing video games, but I didn't play video games as a game. I played it with a passion. This was an objective to create, to conquer my team. I was a leader. This is my world. I'm great at it. And I believe that world trained me to be a police officer. But the bad thing about all these dreams and beliefs that I had, I couldn't get to them. And the reason why, because there were bumps in the road. Being I couldn't marry a sister because there wasn't approval from a brother. I wanted to be a cop, but the best way for me to be a cop is to get to the academy and then go through a brother.
But you didn't tell them about the backstory where you get jumped at work by the 8th graders at school. That was part of the backstory. They jumped him.
First of all,
he was over there and about 6 of them whooped you, and now you was walking around with security.
We're talking about
remember the security had security. That's part of the backstory.
I knew there was a backstory.
Bottom line, first of all, kids are growing up fast these days. Okay, that's what we need to understand. These kids aren't like regular kids. And look,
6 13-year-olds.
6 13-year-olds that was the size of an average adult. Let's say that. So technically, I fought 6 men. Long story. We don't need to get into that.
Of course not.
I bit one of them good though.
Where on the ankle?
I bit that bitch right in the forehead.
Talk about going undercover, man. I mean, it seems like to me, I mean, it's always just a fascinating experience to watch somebody go undercover. There's so much pressure that goes into going undercover. What has it been like for you, having pressure and figuring out which role you want to choose?
I think it's pressure if you make it pressure, man. I think the beautiful thing about being artists / actors / producers / writers is you put yourself in a position to control your brand, you know. So if projects don't come along and they're not right, you sit down and you write what you feel is right, and you patiently await the opportunity to make your project. You self-produce, as he's done in the past. For me, stand-up comedy has put me in a position where, hey, I can go out and I'm going to go on the road and I'm going to tour. I'm going to go and write and create. I'm going to create a television show. You just stay in a position where you are controlling your destiny. And I think guys like this have set a blueprint in front of me for so long. So why not follow that blueprint? It's obviously successful. People have obviously done it, from Cube to Tyler to Chris Rock. I mean, Dave Chappell. You got a lot of guys who have done things on their own and have been successful with it. So you create. Don't sit and wait for them. Take it yourself.
Very well said, man. We'll keep making these stories. We'll keep on watching them. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man.
Happy New Year to you.
Appreciate you, man. It's a nice color on you, brother.